We'll just start the class off with that. All right, so.
That's going to be a question on the final, right? Not a question still.
Well, it might be a visual, one of those diagram ones.
We have to draw it or identify it?
Show me on the doll where. Yeah.
Cross the line pretty quickly.
I didn't say anything. I just said, show me on the doll.
Show me on the doll.
I don't know where your guys' mind goes.
What kind of doll?
I mean, that's something you'd have in the anatomy class or something, right? Where they have like a human thing and you got to draw where the organs are and bones and stuff like that. What's up?
Label the bow.
Hey. All right. So we were talking about signals, right? POSIX signals. Let's see. Did you guys have? You had a homework assignment, right? To update your code with the scanf.
Process chat. It was function with
Is who?
the function with it, process chat.
Right. So you had to update your private chat with that, and then what else did you do? We were writing the signal catcher last time.
Yeah, signals.
Okay, so this was on the server side. Whenever a new connected client came in, he would raise a signal to all of the connected clients. Okay, how did that go?
It didn't go.
It didn't go? Well, the signals didn't work on the individual process. Should have worked on multiple processes.
No, you have to use pthread. I got it. Well, kind of got it to work. I didn't get it to work how you thought it would. So I just ended up having the server the original parent broadcast everything.
Well, that was the intention, that the original parent would broadcast the signal, and the children would wait for a signal.
No, because what happened was, so at the top I registered the signal, and then when a new client connected, I called what was the name of it? I raised the user-defined signal, and at that point it was the parent that broke and went to the SIG handler and called broadcast. It wasn't each individual child process. It was the parent that called broadcast.
Okay.
I couldn't get it to go the other way around.
Well, the parent doesn't need to raise a signal to broadcast. So you had the parent broadcast to all connected clients.
Yes.
Okay. Because kind of isn't the point that the server receives a because I mean what we really want is we want the server to not be busy doing other stuff, right? I get that's what you got working, but the
if I tried to get the child processes to respond to the signal, when the parent raised the signal, it just exited at the end, and I couldn't figure out why it was exiting because it wasn't supposed to exit as far as I knew. It was just breaking out of its while loop and ending.
Well, yeah, because the parent shouldn't be catching the signal.
No, when the parent raised the signal.
He was exiting out of his...
Yeah, he was exiting out of his while loop, and I didn't know why.
Okay, well here, let's get our chat server up and running. We haven't run that in a couple of...
Sort. Oh.
What did we see?
You were on merge sort, your Java. Eclipse.
Oh, I was on Eclipse?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
he
fourth,
did merge sort for one class. I don't know
No,
what
that
he did
was-
for this one.
That's what hell for.
I don't know about you guys. Yeah. Okay, so we need to get our server up and running. See, look at this. See, even like the tabs are in the way.
What?
You see, like I'm always complaining about like highlighting stuff. Like even just his digital presence. Yeah. Yeah. Just chilling up there. There's nothing I can do about it.
That's not even where I am.
It is now.
What's baseball gear? 752. Is that like a bunch of people's name?
Speech.
Who's
Start
baseball gear
speaking.
7?
Baseball Gear 7 Disciple 5-2.
Whoa,
I've been practicing digital voice throwing.
that's cool.
All right, so this was that's string test. Okay, so let's get into our servers. Workspace. Oh, wasn't it this? What was the thing you told me? Edit equals, collab 0. That guy.
Or does that take it just straight to your?
Then
Yeah.
You still have to save to update for us.
That's still to do what?
You have to save every time you want to update it for
Alright.
us.
I'm sure we'll just be breaking things anyway, so it's a non-issue. Okay, so let's get our chat server and chat client both open, and let's just kill these for right now, and let's give ourselves a terminal for the server and a terminal for the client. CD chat server, GCC chat server, blah, blah, blah. Do we actually put semaphores in here? Or was that just starting? This client to our... Oh, we have to link in, right? What's the...
You can just throw pthread after it too. Same thing.
just the word pthread, or is it L dash L?
You don't need L.
Or just dash pthread? Okay, so that guy's listening. So the same thing's true with our signals, right? We have to link pthread to get it, you said to get it to work right? All right, so maybe not. Chat, client. All right, so that guy came from there, and then if I type in LOL, does the server receive that? Trying to remember where we left off on the server.
You didn't add in your stuff from test string yet.
Yeah, I know. Alright, so server max clients, there's our shared memory stuff. There's our semaphore. Forever, accept an incoming client, say client connected. Add the client to our array of clients, so we protect it, we add it. Fine, we fork. Then we do child stuff. Oh, no Abe today? I think he told me that
Just in the lab.
him and Doomer both have some economics presentations or something. Here,
Alex said he had.
will you write Abe and Doomer's name underneath Trey's
Alex
name
said he
there?
had explosive diarrhea.
Well, that's not an excuse.
Unless it's
It's
mustard.
in here in his
Yeah.
I told him he had to send pictures.
Just say Abe and basically spell what you think looks like dumber.
What? That's on the recording.
He's not going to watch the recording. He's not that good of a student.
You don't think he'll watch it? You think Abe will watch it?
Abe might,
Okay.
but not Doomer.
Abe can report back to him though. There's no way to know.
Well, where was the source of the
We'll only
gossip?
know if one of them watched it.
That's right. Okay, so we get the child stuff. We say, hello from the child. Do you have candy? Then we receive a message. Hello from the child. And then the child is automatically sending the message, yo, yo, and then I just type that in. Okay. So now what we want to do, we have this connected client. So this is receive All right, so now we really need to sit here and for the signals, we want to keep it alive. So we'll have to wait for another message to be received. Here. Welcome to the chat server. Good enough. And then while one, do this stuff. We'll just keep receiving messages. And when we receive a message comes in, and then we broadcast it to everyone. So that's what happens when we actually receive. So this is where we actually receive. So this guy blocks. Okay. And we need to read in from our user. So we'll just do a simple read in for now, just to get that brought up to snuff. So we'll go on the chat client side. Okay, so really what we need to do for our client is we need our chat client to have a second version of itself that sits there and listens for incoming connections, right? Doesn't that seem to make some sense? We should have the chat client fork, so he's constantly in a situation where he can listen to his user. So if I'm sitting here at the keyboard, I can type in messages to send to the server, but also it's constantly listening for a message coming to me from the server. You know, we can't do that at the same time, so we kind of need to multi-thread this as well. So let's go ahead and keeping it in. So this connects us. So once we're connected, don't we have, okay, not in a while, look good. All right, so once we're connected, we decide, I'm going to steal all this code for right now. And we'll go ahead and say int PID is equal to fork. And then we need to go ahead and give our sock FD. So I'm going to come down here and we're going to say void child stuff. I'll pass it some parameters here soon. And this guy is going to need our sock FD. So this is int sock FD there. And then let me go, I'm just going to copy this whole thing for right now. We'll gut the stuff we don't need. We'll also have parent stuff. Also take in the sock FD. All right, so if PID is equal to 0, that means we're the parent, right? So we'll say parent stuff. I'm sorry, no, that means we're the child. That's correct, right?
Yes.
Child stuff, passing it sock FD, else parent stuff, passing it sock FD, and then we need to prototype both of these up top. All right, so this is the whole setup stuff. This is us connecting. Once we're connecting, we'll go ahead and split. We'll have we can decide who's going to do which, but let's just have the main thread deal with talking to the local user and then sending to the server. And then we'll have the child thread deal with listening for any incoming stuff from the server. Okay, so this guy's going to be the listener. So here's him creating a maximum message size, receiving the reply from the server. Forever, all this guy's going to do is listen to for incoming connections. He'll receive a message, and this is him sending it back as well. So we will not do this aspect of it, right? So all this guy does is he constantly receives messages from the server. We know this blocks, so this will keep looping back up and waiting, looping back up and waiting. Yeah, so we probably don't even need the error check here. Leave it alone. Okay, so that's going to be the child stuff, and we can do that. Parent stuff, we want that to constantly read in from our user a new information. And let's go ahead and steal our process stuff that was under what, string something or other, string test, process chat. So this guy reads in a command, finds out if it was a tell or not. Ultimately it sends what we're going to broadcast. So let's just steal this whole function. Actually, let's just steal the contents of it. We'll put it in parent stuff. Okay, so parent stuff, this is going to be the size of what we read in. We're not receiving things, so we can take that out. That for a moment. We'll paste this stuff in. Let's backspace that stuff. In fact, actually, let's just get rid of that for a second. So, oh, hold on. I wanted this to be in parent stuff, right? Oh, did I? I didn't update this one. I changed it up top when I prototyped them. Okay, so we can get rid of, we're doing that up there, right? Get rid of this. So forever, what are we going to do? We are going to do this read-in stuff that tells us that's the other print stuff. So let's leave that out for right now. And we can move these couple of things outside of the while. And then forever, go ahead and we'll read in from our user through scanf. This determines if we have a tell. Right now we're not going to test the tell. We're just getting the signals working. Else, we will read in the rest of the message we want to send, get the actual string that we're going to send, and ultimately we want to send destination over our socket. Not this hard-coded message, right? Destination is the string we built here that was the conglomerate of the thing we want to broadcast to everybody. All right? So, We just happen to call it destination. That had more to do with the documentation of string copy and string cat. You had the destination string that you were concatenating onto.
So what would be a better name for it?
I don't know, probably broadcast message, something like that. Yeah, but destination makes decent enough sense at the end of the day. All right, so we'll go ahead and we will, once we have our message that we read in from the user, so that's what our parent stuff is going to do. It's going to just constantly read in from the user, decide what we're doing. Are we doing a specialized tell, or are we doing this broadcast destination thing? If it's a broadcast destination thing, we'll build our string that we're going to broadcast, and we already tested this, so I'll just get rid of that printf thing. And we'll go ahead and send it to our send it to the server. And this should be the child on the server, the guy that is our personal liaison for chatting, right? Okay, so that's our parent side of our chat client, so he'll do that forever. And then on our chat server, just make sure that that's lining up. We get an incoming connection. We add it to our number of connected. We add it to our connected clients. We fork. If we're the child, we do child stuff. Parent just loops back up and listens again. What does child stuff say to do? Send a message, welcome to the chat server, and then continually receive messages. And what does receive message do right now? It just receives something from the client and then broadcasts it to everybody else. That's all it does. Okay? So if this is working, we should be able to just keep typing stuff at our command line, if you will, and seeing it spit right back out to us, but it's spitting out to us by us sending it and then getting it broadcast back to us. So we need to kill this guy, kill this guy. First use error. Oh, we need that int error was something we had up top. This guy. We even using it in here? Yeah, we are. We'll just give ourselves a version of it in child stuff. And then we're using it in parent stuff too, right? Nope. So just child stuff. All right, welcome to the chat server, LOL. All right, so that
Type in the word segmentation fault, and it works.
it works beautifully. All right, so that would have been because this should block, right? This is us reading in. I just want to run that again real quick. I'm just going to let it sit for a second. So it's not the read-in timing out. It's literally us typing something in. What happens? Okay. So that is underneath the parent stuff here. So that's going to get us here. So then we're doing send. So it has to do with our destination. Is string len of destination not a thing? It should be. Destination should ultimately be a string. We should do a free on destination here after we've used it. And actually also a free on command who and message if we're really being good. All right, and this message came from that guy. Oh, different message. All right, but that shouldn't be causing our problem. So we're getting here, it's definitely reading in. Did we decide that the debugger does work?
Yes.
And then we do what? Okay. All right, so why did it stop up there? Is this?
You have a breakpoint there, don't you?
Well, I not that I purposely put in. Let's give ourselves some space here.
Right there.
Welcome to the chat server. Okay, so now I should be able to type in LOL. So there's that. Let's step over. Still alive, dead. All right, so that was.
Do you have a command in that one?
A who?
Command.
We have it here. I mean, we read it in up here, the initial thing, and then it just determines whether or not it's tell or not.
So that's just the message, right?
Let's see, what am I importing up here? String.h is getting imported, so that should be fine. So MSG is this guy. And he should have a real... He should get auto-sized, if you will. Okay, let's run that again. Let's see if we can see what the values of those things are up top before it dies down at the bottom. Alright, so LOL. Alright, so destination after this line should have a size where our okay, right now it's null. It should not be null after this. Alright, actual memory address, good. Now we're copying command into that. Command is LOL. So now, destination should have LOL in it. It does. Then we should be concatenating, oh, here's the issue. Message is currently null. Oh, why is it null? Run this again here. It's a good reason why it's currently null.
Oh, because you're only reading in one thing.
Yeah, because I happen to give it a very simple chat line, right? Hi, how are you? Is going to give us a significantly better result. Message now has stuff in it. That makes sense? Before, message was null.
What was it? Just
It was null because it didn't read. Scanf read in null.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was literally nothing because I said, hey, give me everything to the end of the line. You got it. You already have everything you need. So this guy should not crash. No, the whole reason it crashed was because we were dealing with a value that didn't have anything in it. So we'll have to just do a test
It
for that.
shouldn't crash at that point.
Yeah, it'll crash for other reasons. All right. Where's the? What am I even looking at here? Why does it say chat server again?
Because it doesn't clear the messages it's already sent. So whenever you send it another message, it like pastes it on.
You mean after we broadcast?
No, it like so when you send it another message, it pastes it on. When it displays it, it just pastes it over the top of whatever you previously sent.
So this is
never-
coming from the client.
I don't know.
So it says welcome to the chat server. So all that's left at the end of that.
Yeah, so it pastes it over the front of welcome to the chat server. So you end up with hi, how are you?
All right, so there's our broadcast. But we received that broadcast
Oh, I haven't.
twice.
I'm not sure what's going
Oh,
on.
I know what's going on. I mean, we received it twice because we've connected twice.
Well, no, not that part. Just the pasting it over the front of the welcome to the chat server.
Well, the bigger question is why is it just?
Because it's
It's filling the first.
it's
two
basically.
Oh, it fills all the
Like I've
bytes
seen
up
it-
with something else.
Yeah,
I
I've
get
seen
it.
As basically it's an array that holds welcome to the chat
Yeah,
server,
yeah, yeah.
and then it's pasting the
So-
first however many buckets.
All we need to do then is this is on our child stuff that's on receiving, right? So when we receive,
So zero,
let's see, that's our max size. I think the best thing to do would probably say server reply is equal to the empty string. That should just give us a 0 length string. All right, so let's kill our server here so we don't broadcast more than once. Oh, I thought it was the server we had to kill, not the client. Other way around, apparently.
it works both ways now.
It crashes both ways?
They both. If you kill one, the other one just goes bonkers.
Oh, okay. All right, so we'll rebuild that. Now, so that guy's cooking. Then we'll come into terminal here. See chat. Client. You guys are already tired?
I'm tired. Had nothing
We
to
were
do
here
with
till
it.
10 o'clock. Actually, we're probably staying till 10:30 or 11 tonight.
I don't know. Last time you said we'd get out a little early.
Yeah.
And what happened there?
Yeah, I pulled a Haxton on you guys. But like the inverse of that.
The inverse.
I usually give them a 20-minute break in the grad class. I give them like a 5-minute break, and then we went 10 minutes longer than usual. So hey, why don't we take a shorter break? We'll get out early.
And then he got in his mode.
Yeah.
He was like,
We got stuff to do. Check client.
Yeah, this is our last week.
I know.
what's going on?
Well, no, well, I'll tell you tonight. We're doing stuff next week.
Well, yeah, not that we're not doing stuff next week.
The chat server. How should you say LOL? You need at least need to have a space. So we'll do that.
I think it failed.
I think error is greater than 0.
So let's just kill that off. So that would have been, this is on the receive. So did I change something on the server? I don't think I did. So we received up to maximum size server reply. Okay, so this was after the original reply. So this is when I sent it to set it equal to the empty string. So it did not like this.
Yeah, because you're setting receive to null, and then it can't.
oh, just move the server reply line down into the while, and then get rid of the server reply equals to null. Because otherwise, your server reply.
Get rid of the server reply equal to null.
Empty string.
Yeah, it's empty string, so it's trying to read the empty. It's trying to read essentially nothing.
No,
Yeah.
we're trying.
Yeah.
After I received it the first time,
No.
this works. Watch. So the first time we got it, this did work.
Yes.
It printed out "Welcome to the server."
Yes.
Then I'm trying to zero out that string so it's prepared for the next time, and it doesn't just.
Right, and I'm saying it doesn't like that.
Well, clearly.
So I'm saying initiation of server reply into the while loop, so it resets it every time.
Well, and that would be the way that would definitely work. But then you're allocating brand new memory every single time, and I don't think we need to do that. We just have to clear out.
Well, you could free it at the end and then reallocate it at the beginning.
Well, I suppose that's true. That way you're at least not wasting memory. You're just relocating memory constantly. But you should be
That
able
works,
to.
Don't question it.
I think we want to do this. Here, I need to look at the string functions again real quick. POSIX string functions. That'll be good enough. Not C strings, because we're too cool for that.
You're trying to put a string too big into a string too small. What's going on?
Is this a birds and a bees conversation? No, my intention was effectively to just terminate the string \0 at bucket 0.
Right. You would have to loop through.
Oh, actually, hold on.
You would have to just do that.
Yeah, I could just do that. Won't that work? Can I just say server reply is equal to at bucket 0 is equal to \0. So we'll short terminate the string. This might be.
That's not going to do it for the rest of it, because if you have something allocated in server replies, the rest of the bytes are.
But I think it just moves the \0. The first \0 it finds, I think, is a string termination. I think there's at least a 40% chance this works.
32.3.
Repeating, of course. Speaking of which, you know, it's been like 13 months since they've had new content in WoW.
Oh, I'm well aware.
It's going to be long. It's going to be. I think they said the last 3 expansions have been more than TBC and Blitzcrank combined.
Well,
Raids.
fine.
Raids compared to like
But
2
if-
expansions.
Yeah, but if you're playing the game, you can't just sit there stagnant for a year.
No.
You can't in your garrison.
Oh, come on. How do you say that with a straight face? I mean, I'm not even botting. The game's not even worth botting right now. Let's
Can
see.
you even bot anymore? Didn't you get banned like 4 times?
No, I'm not banned right
He's
now.
not banned
I'm totally legit.
Right now.
I never get banned. I still don't know how.
I got a third one. We're good. The third one.
Let's see,
So what's the
GCC.
other ones like?
Didn't you
Yeah,
get
on-
banned?
oh,
Yeah, last time you got
oh,
banned, I didn't. And it was
Right.
botting the next day, or like 2 days later.
All right, welcome.
A couple months ago.
Still don't
How'd you
know
get
how
it?
that works.
Permanent ban?
Shut up. We got 3 minutes left to focus, and we can talk WoW. Double free or
That doesn't sound good.
well, that, I think we had an. I think this is an aborted child. I
Definitely not.
Wow.
What do you mean? You're talking about the real issues?
Oh, you gotta do the mem set.
Save it
Go
for
to the
no,
truck
my
rally.
favorite thing was when we were doing man raids.
You were making fun of me for that Stack Overflow where they're doing the mem set on the string, but that's what you gotta do.
No, you should be able to do it without that. No, we could fix.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to tell me to write again.
No.
I had to hear about that.
We could do this without memset. I'm
I had to hear about
confident.
that shit all night long.
That's recorded. You can't sit in the front and cuss on camera. That's not. So now, in order to do Christian worldview, we have to like behead him or something.
You beat me later.
What was I doing?
We're gonna sacrifice.
All right, 2 minutes. Shut up. All right. So error we got was we tried to double free. Are we freeing somewhere else in the child? Let's free the server.
It's easier to search.
Control.
Command F.
Yeah, Command F.
Oh, it's in here. But who cleared it? Where's our... All right, that's server reply up there. So that's where... All right, so it received... So this code down here is fine. It's this code here where it received it. So if we just comment that out, just make sure. Let's just make sure it's... I'm not saying memset won't work. I'm just saying we don't have to use it, so I don't have to say you're right.
I don't want to hear it again at home.
Oh, now you really broke it.
I like how it gives him the big like
Hello, hi
octagon
to the
with the
chat.
red and the exclamation point
The octagon.
bottom left or right.
Oh, this guy. So
Broken.
Chat server broken or not?
So it's not even getting to this. Yeah, maybe it's the server. Let's kill the server here. We'll restart the server.
Oh God.
What is happening?
See, look, it's working fine.
Legit.
All right. So worst case, I think we could, instead of a memset, we could do a string copy. No, I actually think we must have another issue, because I think that thing to set it to \0 should fix the current problem, because string cat will use that. The question is whether string copy breaks it, but it looks like it's dying beforehand. So remind me at the beginning of class next time that I need to set a breakpoint. Let's walk and see which line it actually dies on, and we'll go from there.
I was a little worried.